Great to see them all. Completed the testing nice and early. All come back in good shape, which is, as a manager, really pleasing. They've not had too much time off, and obviously we had the break of the pandemic in terms of the way the season was curtailed. But we managed to get enough work into them in the end of May and into June, and they've come back really fit.
Yeah, they'll have come back fitter than they normally do for pre-season.
Yeah, I think so. And obviously at the end of the playoffs, they only had the month of July off, really. Importantly, they had a couple of weeks mental and physical break. But you can see they've been working hard, even in the downtime at home. So I'm really pleased with the condition of the squad.
You mentioned the testing there. I suppose that's one of your worries now, isn't it? To come back with a clean bill of health and safety.
Yeah, look, it's a building phase. We've got 5.5 weeks till the start of the season. I know we'll have a couple of competitive fixtures before the first EFL League game. But we're building. We've only done a 5-minute run, a maximal run today. They'll do a similar sort of run tomorrow. And as much as the physical capabilities are there and been demonstrated already, now we've got to build up the football side of it as well. So from Monday onwards, we're really going to concentrate on football. And obviously we've got the game as early as the 15th.
Yeah, we can see sort of like plenty of ball work going on behind it, and friendly competition between the squad as well.
Yeah, I think a few are a little bit raw, to be honest with you. We might be in danger stood here, but look, they're in good spirits. Once they've done a maximal run, it's important you look after the bodies a little bit, and this is just a method of getting them back into the football principles, delivering the ball, controlling the ball, as many touches of the ball as possible, and almost also taking the mind away from a high intense environment. So a bit of fun, a bit of a game structure, a bit of, like you said, competitive, and it puts a smile on their faces.
And you mentioned the pre-season games there. It's not all finalised, the pre-season schedule, but it's almost there, isn't it?
Yeah, almost there. Obviously, we've had a cancellation in terms of the 22nd and Swansea, but we're pleased with the schedule. We've got some competitive games against non-league teams in and around the area, and obviously we've got Torquay and Bristol Rovers, who are two professional teams. And like I was touched on earlier, we do expect to have a leasing fixture and a Carabao fixture before the first league game. So the potential to play 4 professional outfits and a good group or a good host of games.
Bringing 2 new signings today. Just first of all, tell us a bit about Rory and McArdle.
Experienced player, played over 400 league games, a right-footed centre-half, good physical presence, a player who knows his own game and knows what's needed at this level. He's had success throughout his career, fully capped international, and a really good character as well. Someone I played alongside and admired when I was a player at Bradford, and I'm really pleased we've brought him down. And it was a big commitment for himself and his family to move down here. Sheffield lad, good, honest, tough northerner, and great to see a few more of those in and around the area. But I'm really pleased. But we've got to be sensible in terms of how we use the finance we've got, and we think Rory will be of real value, not only to the team but also to the young players at the club. There's certainly a goal threat there. He's got a good goal scoring record, but he's a good character. He's going to hold the middle of the pitch. I know what I'll get out of Rory. We've got to be mindful that he's getting towards the latter stages of his career. He's 33 now, and we've just seen in the running how fit he is in terms of distance running. But it's all about speed and power and jumping and being able to defend in one-on-one areas. And we've got to manage him in terms of the amount of games we're going to play, but also his training load, and we need him available for most of the season.
The other player you bring in is Caprice, and I imagine he impressed in the running stats as well, because he looks like a player who can get up and down.
Yeah, certainly. Maybe a different profile of a fullback to what we've had in recent seasons. A really dynamic player. I've made no secret about the need for more dynamic players within our squad, and Jake certainly fits that bill. Someone who will join in attacks constantly. I still need to work on his defensive responsibilities and his defensive attributes, but someone who's had success in lower league football, obviously getting promoted from League 2 with Tranmere in their playoff campaign when they beat Newport at Wembley, and played a big part of that season, and also had a bit of experience in terms of League 1. So a player with really good pedigree, similar to Rory to a certain extent, where the ones I'm bringing in, I'm trying to bring them with a little bit of experience and a little bit of know-how and a little bit of nous at League 2 level, and also understanding what's needed to be successful.
Is he a player that has impressed you when he's played against Exeter as well?
Traditionally we've had quite good wide players. The season before last, he had a really good game against, I think it was Randell and Lee Holmes. Didn't get much change out of him. So look, he's a good player. We've watched him a lot of times since then. He's been on our radar, and it's great that he was available and we were able to move relatively early.